As I said, tonight it's not particularly for running purposes. Tonight's just sort of setting up this new temporary layout, really. That's all it's for tonight. And sidings will be involved with this, but I mean they don't have to be, but I know I know a lot of people like used to building up temporary tracks and just seeing the trains running around on the track, which is fair enough because, you know, most of the time we've seen trains to run instead of me yapping on all the time, which I am quite prone to doing. I just like to yap because I actually feels, you know, it feels nice to talk about these things from time to time. Right, we are getting there. We are finally getting there. We've got more than halfway to go. We've got the straight to connect up there. We've got the power piece down here, so that's all good. Obviously, we've got all the straights to connect and put together because we've got the two-line track. We could put all the sidings in, but you know that's a lot of hassle, and I really just don't want to deal with that tonight. So I'm gonna just get this track in, get the trains running. I might just do a little test run on and move one of my trains, but other than that, we'll leave the rest until running session tomorrow night. When you know, once Tuesday evening's around. I think half the corner will be alright for that. Yep, I think we're getting somewhere. Definitely getting somewhere. We've got two lines. I think we could put it down to one line again, but I just don't really want to do that, really. My choice, but it's not any nice having to go from corner to corner like this. Going for a weird angle with the track system. I mean, the more I push out on the track, it's going to be further and further closer to the edge of the track again. Which, you know, I've got to put it into a gentle radius of curves to make sure the HST or any, you know, expensive and very special loco anyone at home can buy. I'm saying it over and it's fine, isn't it? So yeah, I guess if you're buying a locomotive it's very expensive, you want to look after it, you want to, you know, take care of it because it's your special loco. You don't treat it as, you know, it's something strange, but you know, look after it as the model because, you know, most modelers, you and me, wants to look after the trains really well because otherwise you could be getting a very expensive repair, and trust me, I've been there so many times for years. It's not worth paying out a fortune each time that, you know, something goes wrong. You need to make sure that you've got the money if you're paying out something like that, and make sure you've got the money for it, because if you haven't got the money for it, that makes things a little bit more awkward. That of my trains when I was a young lad. I mean, my train sets were basic back then, but even now they're very, very, they're not cheap at the very least. And I can say that honestly because they're not cheap. The amount of times I've been through spending money quite a lot to the point I had no money to spend just to get a train fixed. So that should say how much times most my locos, my models, been in train shops just for being repaired because I'm not being very careful looking after them. But you know, sometimes sometimes you have to learn from the hard way, which is not fun, but has to be done sometimes. You have to live and learn from these mistakes, and hopefully I will. The better I look after my models, the longer they last, and they will look more awesome. And I mean dropping them constantly. I'm just doing the best I can with my models. Make sure I'm not dropping them or breaking them or anything else. But, you know, just to make sure I look after my trains really, maintaining them. You could have a 2-line track, which is what I'm planning going for, but I think what I'm going to do instead is to focus on white going off to the left, which is what I'm focused on right now. Probably my voice is going to cue, but you know, who does that to you? But yeah, I'm just focused on getting this done. The idea that line 2, which is not going to be a line properly, but it's basically going to be there for uses of line 1. Because line 1 is basically what is an important part of the track. Line 2 is just there at the moment, it's temporary use really, just for getting into the yard, so that's always useful right now. It will come a proper level crossing on a proper layout at some point, but right now it's not at that point. So you could do 2 straights, 1 straight, and half a straight, maybe, or probably a very small corner, and then a bigger corner further around. Which, you know, point correctors can be quite handy, times like that. So like a half corner, which is always good for things like that going on. If you've got problems like that, you want to make sure you've got the right, I don't know why they got all their lights on, but it's not really my business. I was trying to think how we're supposed to line this one up to that section over there, which is strange. I'm not sure how to line that one up. My eyes are very short. My eyes are very painful tonight. That's what I was going to say. My eyes are painful. Why? Because, you know, it's a bit of a discomfort feeling when your eyes are playing up. And right now my eyes are playing up quite a lot. Which I think it just means excess tired, and I'm really tired right now. So it means my eyes need to sleep. My body needs to sleep. So hopefully I will get a good night's sleep, and then hopefully I'll feel better in the morning, because I'm going so tired, it's ridiculous right now. I won't be going to bed late, that's certain. I'll be basically get my snacks ordered in my bed, move my laptop off my bed, get my medication and go to bed. That's the idea. Doesn't always work that way. Generally, I've got to sleep around having generally, but sometimes it takes longer. Hopefully it doesn't. Kicking over the suitcase thing. Fish plate definitely not good. That one's alright, but not the best. These fish plates are in good shape, but need a desperate cleaner, de-rusting, but I just don't have, I'm trying to think of the word, but it doesn't have, you know, it doesn't have that aspect of, I can't even think of the damn word, it's slightly annoying. How much corners I'm going to put in? Well, I'm basically going to have 2 join there, that piece, so I need, this one's looking bad. This one's not a best corner to go out over, that's pretty, that looks worse for wear, that one. That's probably why the track doesn't look great. I did have a half one here, but I don't know why that one gone to. Because that one would have been perfect. That design that I'd like that would be brilliant. Like that. I did have a kebab tonight. I haven't finished it because it's way too much. I should have a smaller one, but I didn't even think about that. So that was my doing. But yeah, it's not great. Maybe just connect this up. Hopefully we can get a little corner section in. It doesn't have to be perfect or anything, it just needs to be lined up just enough so we can get that small gap of the straight end, and then we can just crack on and just test the train set. Just test a train on it really. I've got a side because I went in, so it's all good. But I will get some track clean fluid in. I'll crack on getting that sorted. This summer or autumn I'll get a new computer for it. Doesn't matter second hand. It just needs to be in a working order as long as my laptop did really. That's all it needs to do. But don't always wear that seems to me. I've just got two. Good. You need a little piece, very small piece of it. I'm trying to think of the word. The small piece of it straight, very tiny one. That, like that, would be perfect. So let's just crack on with that light, and we'll just test the train out the last 12 minutes or so. And we can. Just to see if it works well. That's what the idea is anyway. Do I do anything else? I know someone's commented on my gaming content, which, well, one of my games I had on this channel for a long time back, it was 2.5 years ago. My gosh, it's even longer than that I think. But I think that's when I've posted it, or re-uploaded it. So, yeah, it was a while ago. Controls on. Good. Right. Now the question is, we're going to just get one yard set up tonight, just for this purpose, and I'm going to hopefully just get a bit of a running session tonight. It doesn't matter too much. We will get trains set up properly, and as I said many times, for those of you who are a permanent watcher on my channel, I'm sure some of you guys are, it's just, pardon me, very difficult trying to completely have it in there seem to be a lot of issues around this section here, which means it's got a lot of things to deal with, which I really just not doing. Well, yeah, it is difficult to really have, no matter though, doesn't matter too much. We just want to get the trains working and make sure the track is working fine.